Hello neighbors, it's me, Baphomette. You've summoned me to be your guide to the wonderful world of Satanism. Here, all of your questions are answered, and we prove that just because you're unholy doesn't mean you also can't be wholesome. Now, you may be shocked to learn this, but I am a Satanist. I'm also an atheist, and although everyone's satanic praxis is a little different, most of the Satanists you'll meet in your everyday life will be atheists too. If you don't understand what that means, don't worry. We're about to slice right into this fruit of knowledge and skip straight to the juicy bits. The word Satanist first appeared in the English language as a way to attack religious minorities. Surprise! In what might be the earliest surviving use of the word, an Anglican tract from 1559 called Anabaptists, the forebearers of the modern Mennonites and Amish, swarms of Satanists. And now that's what I'm calling the people who like, share, and subscribe to this channel. 6 years later, a Catholic polemic condemning heretic Protestants complained that Martin Luther brought his poisoned cup of heresies, blasphemies, and Satanisms to Europe. So originally, the English word Satanist was probably just a term used to say rude things about heretics. In his book, Witchcraft and Black Magic, 20th century witch hunter Montague Summers does say that the word Satanist originally meant atheist. But this probably isn't true, because not many people besides Summers ever say this, and he was a weirdo who believed in vampires and werewolves, so we probably shouldn't take his word for anything. I'll be honest, the main reason I'm even bringing him up is so I can show you this cartoon someone drew of Summers sitting on a really tiny stool. The Oxford English Dictionary registers a 19th century magazine article as the earliest existing description of organized religious Satanism in English. The piece declared, "There are two sects, the Satanists and Luciferists," which is a terrible name, and they pray to these names as gods. Rumors about devil worship boiled up all over Europe in the 19th century, particularly in France, where scandalous tales about underground black masses, decadent orgies, and satanic priests sold newspapers and novels to a titillated public. In his book, Lure of the Sinister, neo-pagan writer Gareth Medway notes that this mythology served mostly to replace witchcraft scares of previous centuries, both narratives representing a, quote, great conspiracy of evil that is supposed to be all around us. Was anyone ever really secretly worshipping the devil in Europe? We might not ever know for sure, but chances are good it was all just a bunch of GS. All I can say is, nobody ever invited me, so they better not have been having a good time without me. In 1966, San Francisco eccentric Anton LaVey, seen here doing his best impression of a lunar eclipse, founded his Church of Satan. Old Anton, whose real name is Howard Stanton Levy, used to give lectures about the occult and black magic at his house in San Francisco's Richmond district. Eventually, he turned his magic circle into the Church of Satan. 3 years after that, he published his Satanic Bible, with instructions for readers to practice magical rituals of their own. LaVey surprised some of his followers by announcing that he considered himself an atheist, saying that he didn't believe in any actual devils and that he employed the name of Satan purely metaphorically. This made the Church of Satan an atheistic religion, although some of his priests claimed that this was news to them and quit in protest. In any case, atheism became the norm for the Church of Satan from then on. Well, norm for lack of a better word. These days, groups like the Satanic Temple have no association with LaVey's church, but they do still identify as non-theists too. The Temple FAQ says, the Satanic Temple believes that religion can and should be divorced from superstition. To embrace the name Satan is to embrace rational inquiry. Satanism provides all that a religion should without untenable faith-based belief, a sense of identity, culture, community, and shared values. Speaking for myself, I don't have faith in anything, except for this turtle. Not performing for the camera. Atheistic religion may sound like a weird concept, but it's been around for hundreds of years. Buddha didn't believe in any gods, and now a lot of people worship him, which is awkward. 18th century revolutionary France had the cult of reason, A whole state-sponsored religion that preached total atheism and instead celebrated ideas like nature, liberty, and revolution. It didn't really catch on, but at least nobody lost their heads over it. In the United States, we don't have much of a formal legal definition of what is and isn't a religion. It's a big part of what it means when we talk about freedom of religion. And philosophers and academics almost never agree on what the strict definition of religion really is. Which is why I always just refer back to the turtle, personally. In director Penny Lane's 2019 documentary, Hail Satan, Satanist Mason Selby says, "I'm following a code of ethics after having fellowshipped with brethren. Why can't that be a religion? Well, if it's good enough for him, maybe it should be good enough for the rest of us too." As an atheist, Satanism gives me guidance, comfort, and values. And it creates a beautiful community of people who care about the same things I do. I don't have to believe that Satan is real, because just the idea of Satan already inspires me in exactly the same way other people's religious figures inspire them. Some people might still have trouble understanding what it means to be an atheistic Satanist, but hopefully, someday, we can all empathize with each other enough that at the very least, nobody will ever doubt the strength of our lack of faith. Until next time, keep living deliciously.